What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome to some more F1XL highlights. This is round 18, the Russian Grand Prix. If you're new to my channel, do remember to hit subscribe, check out all the other races from this season. But we are embroiled in a kind of championship battle. We have a 61 point lead, I think it is, to pingers / headshots. So we can win the title in this race actually. We need to outscore him by 15 points. I'm doing the maths from my head on the fly, so I apologise if any of that's incorrect. But into qualifying, my initial lap was on the soft compound tyres. I was hoping to start on them, but I dropped down to P8, so I thought I had to go on the super softs and get higher up the grid. But this lap, it was a pretty good lap. I don't particularly like this track. I do think it's pretty boring, and the racing around here is not the best, but could do with a decent spot on the grid, and we're over a second quicker than our initial runs, so we should be fighting near the top. I reckon we could get into top 3, top 4 here, come to the line, and it's P2. Half a second off the pole man final junkie, so 2 pole positions for him in 2 races, showing he's got some pretty decent pace, so a decent addition to this league. And quite a few cars on the soft compound tyres, but P2, happy with that. We're in a decent position. Hopefully there won't be any incidents at the start, but we'll build up for the Russian Grand Prix. 18th dry race in a row, I'll say. But we get ready, 5 lights, and away we go. I swear they get held longer every single race, but we get a decent start. We go to the left to cover off Splazer, and now let's see what the slipstream is like. So we're using vinyl slipstream going into turn 2. Rich mix as well, and we've got much better straight line speed. We're going to try around the outside here. Can we get the lead here from him? No, he defends it pretty well. He maintains the lead. We have a bit of a challenge from, I think that's Zygon on our right hand side, but we should have the better grip on these super softs, and we keep the inside line, keep P2. Now we try and get very close to vinyl there. I have hit a few cars through that corner, especially on the first lap in the past, so I was a little bit wary and just missed him. So lucky there was no contact. But P2, let's see how we do compared to vinyl. And coming to the end of lap 1, we weren't too far off him, but this is a definite sign of things to come for this race. Look at the straight line speed I have compared to him. I'm only in rich mix using the slipstream. Without DRS, I'm absolutely breezing past him. So his setup is definitely tailored for the middle sector, I'd say. So yeah, it's probably going to be very difficult for him to overtake me on track if he doesn't really have much straight line speed. So we have taken the lead. It's been a good start, of course, but let's see if we can extend the lead. We skipped to lap 5 here. It was tricky to get final off our tail. He would close in with DRS, and especially in the middle sector, but you can see here, he gets close, but he just doesn't go for the move. I'm surprised he didn't go for the move here. I thought he'd go for it, but as a new guy to the league, maybe he's not as confident in that sense. But you saw a load of debris there. There was apparently a huge crash on turn 1, on lap 1 even, but I don't really know too much what happened. But no safety car again. The safety car doesn't seem to be coming out as much recently, which I find a little bit strange. But Zygon on the soft compound tyres has a lot much more straight line speed. He's overtaken vinyl, and he's going to breeze past me now, and this is not really a good thing, because this race is definitely a one stop, but his pace on the soft compound tyres has been absolutely brilliant, and I'd get close like this and then look for the overtake, but he'd stick with me. He's definitely really good around Russia, and yeah, it could be difficult to beat him later on when we go on the soft compound tyres. We'll need to match this pace that he's got at the moment, but he defends as we go for the move. Going into turn 2, can we get around the outside here? We give him just enough room there, we do it. I was happy with that, I really was. That was a great move there. Back into P1, but I knew Zygon was clearly faster than me at this moment, so he does get past me once again here, and just slips it up the inside using DRS, and I don't really fight it too much. I know when to pick a fight, and this is not the time. But Vinyl just behind me as well. I was feinting to go into the pits and number laps just to try and make Vinyl try something, but he does go in at the end of lap 12, so he's going to get the undercut on me. But my main concern was looking at the minimap. My teammate, the yellow dot, was 20 seconds behind me, so I thought I'd come out in traffic and actually lose more time. So I thought Vinyl going for the undercut is probably the safest option, though I think he probably would jump us. So we're coming in for our one and only pit stop, putting on the softs. Let's see where we do come out. It looks like it's P6. Final has just gone past there, and wow, the undercut was so powerful. That in-lap for me wasn't bad at all, I've got to say, but I thought Vinyl would get involved in traffic, but it doesn't seem to have panned out that way. He's got Kane just ahead of him now, and he did overtake him. We're on the back of Kane now, and I was hoping to catch up to him at the correct moment, like the DRS zone preferably, but we met him in this middle sector, and yeah, I just tried to get past. I was going to wait, but I got such a good run here that I had to go up the inside, make the most of this opportunity, lose minimal time, not corner cut there as well, and there we go, up to P5. Now to chase down Vinyl, who has probably about 3-second advantage over us now, so that pit phase has worked out very well for him. He's probably effectively in P1 or 2, and you'll see here as Zygon comes out the pits ahead, he comes out behind Vinyl, so Vinyl effectively has the lead. So it's going to be an interesting battle to see how Zygon does on the super softs compared to Vinyl on the soft compound tyres. But we skipped to lap 18 and we were not involved in that battle. My pace on these soft compound tyres was absolutely awful. Zygon took the lead, and Pingers, my championship rival, came out on the super softs a few seconds behind me, and he easily caught up to me, and it was so frustrating. I mean, I had decent pace, I thought, in the first stint, but as soon as I put these tyres on, I was just absolutely nowhere. I was over a second slower than Vinyl on the same compound. It was very frustrating. I decided not really to fight here with Pingers. I could have just seen myself understeering into his car and crashing out or something, so I didn't really fight it, and that's actually all that happened for this race. Terry on the super softs did close me down, but he said he had a DRS failure, so that scuppered his progress against me. But it looks like after a pretty dull race, I've got to say, the early stages there were some incidents, but not much else really happened. But we're coming home, a solid 12 points. It's 4th position, very happy overall. You can see Zygon took a fantastic victory from Pingers. So Pingers scored 6 more points than me, but in terms of the championship, that doesn't really hurt me too much. But you can see me and Terry are the only ones with no corner cut penalties, which is fantastic, because I did get a warning on lap 2 and 4, so I was a bit wary. But hey, happy with that. And you can see in the driver's standings we have a 55-point lead over Headshot, so with 3 races to go, it is looking likely we're going to win the title. I guess maybe in Singapore we'll have to wait and see what happens, but the Great British Race, I'd love to win it there, I've got to say, and I feel like that is the race I'm going to be challenging for the victory. Can't wait for that one. So if you haven't enjoyed this race, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next race highlights. Goodbye.